growth objectives?
Hi, I'm Tom Dorsey. This is March 3rd, 2010 with the DWA Minute. One of the things that happened last night was the gold continuous chart broke out, giving a buy signal, and this has been the first buy signal and change of trend since the middle of 2009. Gold has been in a long-term downtrend since it hit 1224. Trading below the bearish resistance line that we call Interstate 95 South. It just broke through that last night. It has a count back to 1224 where we suggest that gold could move. So if you're looking at buying gold, this might be an opportune time. Always we like to buy on a pullback to get a better price, but no guarantee that type of thing happens. You may also want to look at some of the gold stocks or exchange traded funds in gold. It would be very, very interesting for you to look at. All you have to do is go to Google, type in exchange traded fund for gold, and you'll see a number of them. We've been looking at some international exchange traded funds, and those of you that haven't traded exchange traded funds, it's probably the most important product that I have seen created in my 34 years in this business. In fact, I've been involved with them since 1983 with the Philadelphia Stock Exchange. Exchange traded funds, when you're buying an exchange traded fund, they trade just like stocks. They have a symbol just like stock, but what you're buying is the whole school of fish. Instead of trying to buy one fish, like let's say buying IBM, I could choose to buy the IBM sector, and I can buy an exchange traded fund. It's not managed, it's transparent. It's a certain number of stocks in there, so you're not buying some management. There's no big fees like mutual funds have. They're very low fees as a general rule, and you can buy the whole school of fish. Now, we've been looking at some international things the last few days. The frontier countries are coming on strong. This is the next major, I think, area that you're going to see coming on strong in the exchange traded fund area. Gives you the ability to buy a country. In other words, if I wanted to buy Malaysia, I can do that. If I want to buy Singapore, which absolutely looks very good here, you could buy Singapore. There are some other ones that have recently come on stream here. Market Vectors, Poland ETF, PLND. You realize you can buy Egypt, EGPT. You would never think about doing this. You couldn't, I do, I trade Egyptian stocks. I go through Hermes brokerage firm and trade Egyptian stocks directly, but you don't have to do that. You can buy the whole school of fish of Egyptian stocks by buying the exchange traded fund. And by doing this, you can put together a great portfolio of countries around the world. Russia has an exchange traded fund. As I mentioned, Vietnam has an exchange traded fund. Some of the other ones that I blocked off here were Asia, emerging Asia Pacific, where you can just buy stocks that are in Asia Pacific countries specific. Chindia, which is kind of interesting. I just finished reading a book, Getting China and India Right, and Chindia means China and India. So this is an exchange traded fund that is involved in owning stocks in China and India both. You can buy an African exchange traded fund. In fact, Botswana is one of the better places to invest in Africa. Mexico exchange traded fund. You have, for those interested in an Islamic market international exchange traded fund. I trade a Sharia compliant model that we have created in Malaysia, and this is the Islamic religion approved stocks for this model. So you can actually buy an Islamic market index. You can buy an India exchange traded fund, symbol INP, Indonesia, and pretty much any country around the world. So it's really interesting what's happening with exchange traded funds. I want you to look at the gold stock. Go www.dorseyright.com, the gold index I mentioned, the continuous index, and you'll see the chart there. It's in red. Just click that on. Also on the right hand side of that home page, look at the weekly podcast that we do. It's free. Just click it on and you can listen to that every week. You can download it to your iPod also. You can get it through iTunes. So there's some interesting things to be done there. If you really want to look at all of the exchange traded funds, the most comprehensive exchange traded fund site in the world is at Dorsey Wright & Associates. You can take a free trial and just go click on ETF and you'll see the most interesting thing you can possibly imagine that's happening in the investment world today. That's all we have today. We'll be back on tomorrow with an exchange traded minute. Oh, not actually a DWA minute, not an exchange traded minute. I've really enjoyed these exchange traded funds.